They're just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. But tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. Operating from the gun, Brown. And he rifles one incomplete. You look at the Steeler defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL at stopping the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very down the numbers. There he goes.
He's still on his feet.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Nico Collins
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Browns need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Grant.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
You look at this Browns defense
coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before. He's inside the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
Panthers 60, Panthers, 7 Pirates. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Looking to throw. Grant. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Torrey Horton from 13 yards out. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Extra point safely through. And it's now 13-7.
Steelers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
The Browns have 3 and 8 on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33.
On the jump.
33-yard line.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Brown. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
Back to throw. Brown. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1 yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now stands at 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Ready.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Street. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, trap 60, trap 6, cut 19, cut 19.
From the gun on 3rd down, Grant. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They're going to try and throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Tracking 18.
Looking to throw. Grant. He finds his man. Complete. It's Horton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A 6-yard pickup brings up.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Ready.
Johnson running left. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Ready. Tap the 60, tap the 60. Go.
Operating from the gun. Grant.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
A gain of 14. First down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Off the draw. Here's Johnson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to throw. Grant to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Johnson.
And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal.
Johnson again. And this time he is in. Touchdown Steelers. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started. The way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let go.
On first down, Tatum. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Looking to throw. Brown.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Browns are able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Come on, come on.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw. Brown. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what?
And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. As his guys are able to extend their lead. They'll try and throw for it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Mustang 19.
They go play action here on first down. That's complete. Bernard. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
70, 70.
Here's Johnson again on second down.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In motion right, that's Metcalf.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Looking to throw.
Grant. Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
Let's go now. 19 Charger.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The 40 before he's out of bounds. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, they trail here. They're not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake. Grant.
He's got a man. Downfield is Horton.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They'll look to throw again. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. Whatever the discussions were at halftime in trying to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Steelers have cut it back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will get them one closer. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Brown.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Call it a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Here we go. Here we go. Empty cock.
Operating from the gun. Grant.
They'll check this down to Johnson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Off play action. Grant. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Viking 18.
Now a handoff up the middle. Dodge. And boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown ground.
And the Steelers have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside. They give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, pulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now again, right side. Tatum. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and a couple.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tatum. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Brown. Off the play fake.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Derek Harmon coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Brown now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're going to have have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could turn your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
There's a 20th carry for Johnson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Short completion, just 4 yards. And third and 8 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Horton. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther 11.
In motion right, that's Metcalf.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line.
Steelers first down.
Here we go. Check. Ready.
First down, Steelers.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
77 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Ready. Liking 18.
Here's Johnson again on second down.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That one caught. It's Horton. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Here's first and goal.
Come on, come on.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to run some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. Ready.
He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tatum. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 18-yard line.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight his down right around the 12.
T.J. Watt there on the tackle. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot.